It's the Holy Royal Family at all. Michelle Birdsong, Angel Rose, Charlene Master, and the Mystic. You're looking at a photograph painted by foot and mouth painting artists. They have no limbs. Do you believe that? Is that wonderful? It's incredible. Okay, so here on my calendar of the birth, my babies are due. It'll be 8 of them. The 15th of October. The fathers are the greatest men in the world, including Sir Paul McCartney, Josh Groban, Jeff Bezos, Johanna Bagoda, Fritz Perls, Paul Anka. What's that age? I think that's that. Oh, Richie Havens, of course. Alright, so this is a book, Equilibrium of Love. It's about heaven on earth that Jesus Christ said to Mary Magdalene, I'll go to prepare a place for you. And the place he prepared, because she believed in heaven after life on earth, is a heaven on earth in India, the Punjab. Okay, and here you have the equilibrium of love. Okay, equilibrium, and what was the other thing? I saw ecstasy somewhere too. Yeah. Okay, so this is a book that shows how they created heaven and earth. And when we were thinking of making this place, St. Francis of Assisi, a heaven on earth, we thought, well, what we have to do is follow this blueprint. But it's not really working out because these people don't know how to love a queen and her court and the king. Was in India, Joel Osteen, who's Moses, my father, said Indians really know how to love, and that's why Jesus chose India to create heaven on earth. So we asked him if we could have heaven on earth here, and he has given us the light and permission. And so we just need to find a place. This is Sing a bird song McCartney. He is the only clean man in the world, meaning he does not eat shit, has not eat shit. He doesn't eat the shit, the dead bodies of animals, and he doesn't suck dicks or anything like that. So Christ has said he wants to be like Sing. He is clean, and he wants to have the same mother as Sing, and that's Mary Magdalene, was Christ's wife in the first century. Okay, this is Fallon. She was Tonto, the Lone Ranger's sidekick. This is Jandara. She was Shirley Temple. This is Lou Ranziger. He was Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Sing was Mozart. George Gershwin projected himself as Sly and Family Stone, projected himself as Vangelis, the electronic music genius. He was King Midas, I'm thinking. No, King, the warrior king. What was that? Charlemagne, that's right. King Arthur as well. And his wife is Cordelia Guggenheim. And she was in the New York Times as a child. They took her picture because she was playing violin in front of her school, St. Luke's, and raising money for them. And I thought, wow, what a noble person she is. And that's when I found out she had traced her lineage back to Charlemagne. So apparently Cordelia is Sing's wife from when he was king, Charlemagne, and she was Queen Charlemagne. This is Sing in the backyard when we lived on the Lower East Side with Fallon, holding Fallon. Okay. This is Sir Paul McCartney. He was happy. I'm going to play a song on that. I heard a version where he was really singing, Michelle. He said, I knew you were listening. That's why I did that. He's going to be the King of England. And Prince William will take over for him when he's not in England. So he's not going to be tied to England, but they want him to be the king. And his wife, the countess, he's a Count of Monte Cristo. This is a countess. I want her to be queen of the UK. This is Stokely Carmichael. He was Auntie Michelle's husband in a past life. They worked together in the Civil Rights Movement. She was Ella Baker, the woman who united SNCC with Dr. King to start this recent Civil Rights Movement. So this is a photograph. It's quickly sketched by my daughter Melanie L. Jackson, who was Vincent Van Gogh. And she was the queen of Egypt, Cleopatra. She was married to Julius Caesar. Greg Braden, a geologist. Just Robin. She was St. Patrick. Melanie was St. Patrick. She was St. Francis of Assisi. And this Sami G. The baby's just kissing. This St. Francis of Assisi. This is Napoleon and Josephine. It's Michelle Barzon and Alexander Janilian. This is one of the founders of St. Francis of Assisi. He was Uncle Man. We called him in Clarksville, Tennessee. John Thomas Kendricks. These are people here wearing masks. I have a theory. People wearing masks because they're hiding blood on their mouth. Because they know I read vibrations. I can see blood even if it's been washed away. This is Josh Groban when he was younger. Just as Vincent D'Onofrio is the husband and wife of Mary Magdalene. He married her about a week ago in the cargo plane. He's the one who told God, we want her to be our queen. He lived next door to her. And they're going to make movies together because he was a star of Law and Order TV show. But he can sing and he can produce movies. He can do lots of things. So we were talking about what we're going to do for eternity. We decided we're going to make a movie out of the songs on my album, What It Is. Because Norma Pinella said her songs are movies. And also, Vincent is the Don of the Sicilian Mafia, 17,000 members. It's very essential that we have, a way to defend ourselves. So he's in charge of that, him and Al Pacino and Paul Anka. Okay, this is Josh Groban over there. This is a Muslim who did the most real video I've ever seen, where he's expressing his emotions. It says, the entire book cannot be refuted. That's a book about Muhammad. And so he read it, and he went crazy because he saw that he had been worshiping a worthless narcissist, he calls him. So it's called Muslim Man Has a Meltdown or something like that on YouTube. I highly recommend it. This is Muhammad, now called Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. He was called Young. I was Emma Young. When I moved into this room, the first person, spirit I saw was his. And he flew into the room and lay on top of me and make love to me because he is my husband. When he was called Young, and I was Emma Young. This is Leslie Uggams wearing a t-shirt of mine when I was Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was killed by JFK and Robert Kennedy because they were afraid she was going to tell they were having an affair with her. And Sam Canava killed JFK and Robert Kennedy for killing Marilyn Monroe. And for not listening to him, he told them, leave her alone. This is scientist Bill Warner. He's made a video, very informative video. What are we afraid of? A 1400-year secret of the Muslims. It's Don McLean, the best songwriter in the world, underrated. He wrote American Pie. He said it was about me. I guess they're eating me. And he wrote Crying, just excellent. And lots of songs he wrote. This is Paul McCartney. They talk about him here. Hancock is a superhero. Will Smith begins as a ghetto superhero, ends as a totally noble and class person. This is the Beatles. They're my husbands. This is Josh Groban saying our strength will never be erased. That's Stevie Wonder, his only child. Robin Birchon Smith is a role model for black women, First Lady of the United States. Will Smith is the first black president of the United States. This is my son, Dr. Shiva. Has 3 degrees from MIT, created email when he was 14 years old. My guru, Gurinder Singh Dillon, also my husband, General Dwight David Eisenhower. He's just a son. I had talks with him, and he told me lots of things. He said, you are true, and he said, you are beautiful. I'm proud of you. He said, well, give me a baby anytime I want it, because he gave me a baby, but I lost it. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to decode the words. It's better.